how I built a six-figure clothing brand from my bedroom. So for you guys who do not know who I am, my name is calithekid. I have been running Grail Locker for the past 4 years now. Originally, it started off as a sneaker reselling business, and then eventually I turned it over into a clothing brand. And as you can see, I'm wearing my newest drop right here. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. I'm gonna be explaining how I did it and how you can do it as well, all from the comfort of my home, all from the comfort of my bedroom. Because if I can do it, you can do it. The only difference between me and you, the only difference between me being as to where I'm at my age, I'm currently 19 by the way, for you guys who do not know, and you being at whatever age, whatever stage you're at, is the amount of effort, time, motivation you have, discipline, all that. So I'm gonna be going over everything as to how I've come to where I'm at from building a 7-figure business from the comfort of my own home. The only time I have to go out is to go ship out orders or to go make content. But for the most part, I can run my business from my bed if I wanted to. I can run it from my living room, from my kitchen, from my bathroom, from my shower, from my bedroom, from my closet, from anywhere in the house. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm gonna give you the exact blueprint as to how to do that. So make sure you have a pen, a piece of paper, an iPad, something to take down notes on. Let's get into it. I was in your same exact shoes. The number one thing on my head every single day when I woke up was, how can I start and scale this clothing brand to 6 figures, to 7 figures and beyond? And now, as you can see, boom, we're here, baby. So let's start from chapter 1. Chapter 1, my name was calithekid. I liked fashion and I liked shoes. And at this time, I was in like middle school, freshman, sophomore year of high school, right? So it was these like 3 years, right? From 8th grade to like 10th grade, I would say. I was reselling shoes. I was going to the thrift store. I was selling old clothes, old shoes. I was reselling stuff, just making a quick little buck on the side, right? Because this was during like quarantine, 2020 time. Everybody was locked inside their house, just trying to make money, I guess. They're trying to make a little side. Everybody's starting like a side hobby, basically. So yeah, I did that. I stacked up my bread, made about 10K. And at this time, I was young. I was in middle school. I was early in high school, freshman, sophomore year. That was a lot of money at the time, and it burnt a hole in my pocket. I went out there and bought Jordan, Yeezys, everything, Babe, Supreme. Everything that had a name brand back then that was hype, I had it. I spent all my money. And then eventually, I got down to my last $250, $260. And I remember this day like it was nothing. I was sitting on my mom's desk at her computer, and I went on Alibaba and I ordered some shoelaces. And why did I order shoelaces? Because I realized, hey, people want to customize their shoes. People want to change the laces inside of their shoes. They don't want the boring shoelaces, right? They want something new, different, to stand out, right? I took that risk. I spent the last money in my bank account. I bought those shoelaces, and then from there, it went crazy. And why did I buy those? Because guess what? I spent all my money on clothes and shoes and all that good stuff. I didn't have enough money to reinvest back into buying more shoes for like $300, $400, right? Because I spent all my money. And at the time, I was kind of done with like going to the thrift store every single day, because the thrift store is very nasty. It took up all my day just to find like 2 shirts that I could make 20 bucks off of. I was like, I can't keep doing this. You know, I want to find a way that I can make money in my sleep, basically. So that is why I started selling shoelaces, because I can sell my own product and I can get sales 24/7. And ever since like a young age, the thing with me, I've kind of always had that motivation, that drive, that passion, the discipline to kind of always just push myself harder to the next level. I know I'm not the biggest person in the world. I know I'm not Kai Cenat. I know I'm not all these big influencers, Mr. Beast. But for my age, I'm doing pretty good. I'm probably at like the same stage as like where they were at, if not bigger than where they're at like 19, 18, you know, age range. Because most people, they don't start taking their career seriously, their business, whatever, right, seriously, until about 20 years old. Because once people turn like 20 years old, they either already are like exceeding, they're doing very, very well. They're kind of like locking in, kind of understanding the ins and outs. Just know it's never too late. It is never too late. You can start a business at 30, 40, 50, 60. There's no limit as to when you can start a business. But always what I want to tell people, the sooner you start, the better. The sooner the merrier, right? Okay? Because if I would have started, let's just say, going all in on my clothing brand stuff, let's just say middle school time frame, I'll be chilling right now. Let's just say I started trading stocks, day trading. I started doing whatever in middle school. I'll be a millionaire by now, because guess what? I will have all those years of experience. So while everybody else was partying, drinking, out there having fun, in high school, I would have been grinding that shit out. A part of like middle school too, I'll be figuring it out, right? And then by the time I graduate high school, I'm gonna have a fucking Lamborghini, right? So if you're watching this, you're in high school. If you're watching this, you're like 12, 13, 14. I'm not saying that you cannot have fun. No, I'm not saying that. But at this age, start to think what you want to do. Go out there, try stuff, fail, try, fail, try, fail. Because guess what? I'm pretty sure 99.999% of you guys or staying with your parents. So if you start, let's just say a detailing business, cleaning cars, right? And it fails, who cares? You still have loving parents at home. You still have your dog that greets you at the door when you walk in. You still get to go to school. You still get to have fun on the weekend. You can still ask your parents for like 20 bucks, right? To go to the movies. You're chilling. But once you get older, it gets very harder to take risk. Or if you do take risk, it needs to be very calculated. I cannot just go out there and go spend $10,000 on, let's just say XRP or Bitcoin. I have to sit there and understand the risk to reward, because if I spend that money and it crashes and I lose it all, you know, you feel me? So I have bills I have to pay now. So I cannot just go out there and be spending willy-nilly, right? I cannot just go out there making it rain like we had a strip club, right? No, we're not doing that, right? Okay. So if you're younger, go out there, take that risk, figure out what you like to do. You don't have to stick with it. I'm not saying you have to stick with it. Let's say you start a clothing brand at 13. I'm not saying you have to stick with it if you don't like it. Try it, fail. Oh, so that way in the future, you'll know, hey, I started a clothing brand at 13. I didn't really like it. So now when you're older, you're like, I don't really want to do that. So you already know like what you want to do versus what you do not want to do. Back to the story. I ran it up. I was selling shoelaces at the time. I was recording TikToks. I'll put it on the screen right here. I was recording TikToks in my bathroom before school, during school, after school, posting. I was grinding that shit out. A lot of you guys have a problem with commitment. You need to commit to something. A lot of you guys who start a business, you start it right, and then you post one video, oh, this shit's ass, and you quit. That's not how life works. You have to stay committed. You have to, the word I'm looking for is grit. Grit is being able to stick with something for a long period of time. Let's say if it's going good or it's going bad. You just stick to that shit and keep pushing every single day. That is what grit is. And a lot of you guys, you need to understand that. You need to learn what that word means, and you need to apply it to your life, right? You need to do that, because a lot of you guys, you stop, you just like give up. You give up halfway. What is the point of doing that? Why even start in the first place if you're just gonna give up? You're wasting your time. You're wasting everybody's time. So if you're gonna start a clothing brand, you're just doing it for the money. You want to start doing social media and you're just doing it for the money. Well, guess what? I'm telling you, you're not gonna stick in the game for long, because if I was doing this stuff for the money, I would have stopped doing it a long time ago, right? I'm doing this because I want to make this shit happen for myself, okay? You need to find something that you love to do, that you want to wake up in the morning and it makes you excited to do, and stick to that shit and keep fucking going, hey? Because a lot of you guys are just doing it for the hype. A lot of you guys see a Miami kid riding around a Lambo, in a rented Lambo around Miami, and you're like, oh, I want that shit too. So you go click the course in his bio, you buy it, you just quit. You just wasted money. You just threw money down the drain. No, I do not want you guys to live your life like that, okay? So find what you love to do, find what's your passion, find what wakes up, well, like you wake up in the morning and you're fired up to go. Find that, and then we can speak. But during this time, I'll probably say my sophomore, junior year of high school, I was still selling shoelaces. I was still going crazy. At one point, I was probably making like 30 something K a month. I was selling shoelaces, guys. Come on, man. That's like selling water to a well. Shoelaces already come with shoes. So why are they buying mine? You feel me? So, you feel me? It's easy. Come on, man. Shit too easy. But it got to the point where I was like, I cannot sustain myself off just selling shoelaces. But if I do want to, I'm gonna have to bump this shit up. I realized if I take a hoodie and put my design on it, right? I put my own spin to it, and I can sell it for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra price. Guys, think of Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Dior, Fendi. All them name brands, right? All them luxury brands. They all have the same manufacturer. They all come from China. The only thing they do is make it seem exclusive. So let's just say this hoodie. They make the hoodie in China. They put the designs on, they make the designs in China. They make the hoodie in China. They ship the hoodie out to France. And then let's just say they put the zipper on there. And then what the big companies do, then they say, oh, it's made in France, just because they put the zipper on there in France. So you see what they're trying to do to you guys? Come on, man, think. But all these, I'm telling you guys, all these designer brands, nothing special about them. It's nothing special about them at all. Nothing special about them. And I realized that during like my sophomore year of high school. None of these designer brands are special at all. There's nothing that they are doing that I cannot do, because all they're doing is taking a hoodie that they make for like $1, $2, $3, and they're selling that shit for $800. Damn. Not even $800, like $2,000, literally. They're taking a pair of shoes that they make for 10 bucks and they're selling it to you guys for $2,000. And I'm not saying like I don't buy the shoes. Of course, I still buy nice things, right? Like some Louis Vuitton shoes, Balenciaga shoes, right? But I'm not saying that I go in there and I'm dropping 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, $80,000 on Balenciaga. I'd rather take that money and invest it into my business, so that way I can have clothes for fucking days and it's all my brand. I'd rather do that than spend all that money with Balenciaga just for it to go to waste. I mean, the thing is, I can get invited to like special events or some shit like that, or I can get like a personal shopper, or I can get early access to like limited items. Who cares? Who cares? I'd rather build my business so that way I'm on the receiving end and people are spending $10,000 on my business instead of me to take my money and giving it to them, which they don't really give a fuck about. I want you guys to start thinking like that. If you are already thinking like that, let me know in the comments. But if I just kind of enlighten your brain a little bit, let me know in the comments as well. So just talk to me, guys. Talk to me. I'm human. You're human. I'll look at the comments and I'll read them. I'll respond to everybody. So yeah, just talk to me down below. During this time, like I said, I was selling shoelaces and it got to the point, hey, I can only sell shoelaces for so much money. I cannot sell shoelaces, a pair of shoelaces for $80, $100, right? This is not gonna happen. Maybe one person might buy, but this is not gonna happen, right? I was like in a crossroad. I was like, what do I do? So I took that risk and I started making hoodies. I started making beanies and I started making t-shirts. Flopped. The beanies did terrible. The hoodies flopped. They did fucking terrible. And then the t-shirts, they flopped. They did terrible. I'm still kind of sitting on them to this day. And it's been like 2 years now. They did pretty bad. And eventually I kept taking those L's, I kept taking those failures, and it motivated me to take the next risk, which was selling necklaces. And now this is where my life changed. My life changed, guys. These necklaces took the fuck off. This was during my junior year of high school. It was like August, the month of August, I believe. No, it was July, August, right? That time frame. During that month, I made $132,000. $132,000, guys. 132,000 United States dollars. That is how much I made sitting in fucking class off necklaces. That's it. Nothing more. Not scamming, trapping, credit card fraud. No, selling necklaces, right? Necklaces. And looking back at that, that's fucking insane. That's absolutely insane. Guys, to tell you that I was on cloud 9 during this time, oh my gosh, I didn't give a fuck about school. I didn't give a fuck about what anybody was talking to me. Man, just to see all that money in my bank account, bruh, I was like, can't nobody tell me nothing, right? Nah, 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 nah. Wait till I get my money, right? That's how I was feeling. Going to a Louis Vuitton store, ballin'. I remember hitting the club, I was ballin'. I was broke, now I'm up, these bitches calling. Right? So I was, bro, I'm telling you guys, I was boom, going crazy, right? And then for like the next 8 months, the next 8 months was crazy, going crazy still. Averaging like $2,000 a day, $3,000, $4,000 a day. I remember I told my parents, Mom, Dad, I'm making so much money, I don't know what to do with it. What the fuck? Like, that's absolutely insane to tell your parents that. And my dad was like, well, if you want to, you can go buy like a watch or something like that. Because during this time, it was kind of like when it first took off. So I didn't have like 100K in my bank account, but I still had like 10, 20K in my bank account. And I was just telling my parents, I don't know what to do with all this money. I'm making all this money and I'm just getting like $2,000 a day, $3,000 a day, $4,000 a day. Like, what do I do with all this money? And eventually my 18th birthday rolled around during June and I had a nice chunk of change in my bank account. And what did I do? I decided to buy a Hellcat Red Eye in cash. Was this a smart thing to do? Fuck no. What I could have done with that money instead, oh my gosh, I could have bought a supercar. I could have invested into real estate. I could have done so many things. I could have started a new business. I could have bought the biggest bulk order in the fucking world with $100,000. But what I decided to do, spend it on a fucking car. Was this a smart thing to do? I don't really know. It's like a double-edged sword, basically. Well, that Hellcat has helped me grow so fucking much. It's helped me grow as a creator so much. That's how it kind of paid off. And then also, it helped my business, it helped my personal page, and I also have a car page as well. But I definitely could have bought a supercar. If I bought a supercar, who knows? That shit would have I would probably be Mr. Beast right now. I'll probably be Kai Cenat. Buying a supercar in cash, or not in cash, but buying a supercar at 18, right? That's crazy. Not many 18-year-olds are doing that shit, right? But a Hellcat, it's cool, right? It's cool. I love the car still. I do plan on getting a Porsche 911 GT3 RS 991.2. So this will probably be my second video on that series of saving up to buy a Porsche. So back to the video though. I had all that money, bought the Hellcat, right? Yeah, I was still going crazy, still was going crazy with the business, still grinding that shit out, posting content. At this time, everything was growing, everything was going up. My personal pages, business, car page going up, being consistent, posting. And then yeah, I just started making clothes. I started making hoodies now, started making t-shirts. I expanded. I have a whole bunch of accessories now, hands chains, wallet chains, a whole bunch of necklaces, rhinestone necklaces. I have Muslim chains now. I have a chains for everybody basically. That's the point as to where I'm at right now. And then currently I'm preparing for my new drop right here. Boom, I'm wearing my hoodie. I'll show you guys in like a minute. But yeah, that's basically what I did to get to the point as to where I'm at right now. I don't want to sit here and bore you with all the details. I can sit here and yap for like 10 hours. Who wants to hear me talk for 10 hours? Raise your hand. See, none of you guys are raising your hand right now. That's pretty much just how I got to the point as to where I'm at currently. To say that it was an easy journey, fuck no. I took so many L's, so many times of just missing out on having fun with my friends, just coming home after school, working. Everybody's like, yo, Cali the Kid, what you do after school? What are you doing after school? Yo, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here on the weekend. Yo, 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 yo. No, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. What I did on the weekend was either stay home and work or go to car meets and network and meet people, because I lived about 1:30 from LA. So I took my Mercedes. I put so many miles on that car, holy fuck. So I pretty much bought that Mercedes off of my mom. She's had that car since I was a baby. She bought it originally in Germany because it's where I was born. And we've had that car since then. It's been like, that car's a 2010. We got it in 2010 and it's currently 2025. So it's been 15 years. Damn. Right? I convinced my mom to finally let me buy it my sophomore year of high school. I bought it off of her for 10K. When I bought that car, had my license, I was going back and forth to LA, 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 back and forth to LA every single fucking weekend. I was grinding that shit out. A lot of you guys, I live in a small town. I don't know how to meet entrepreneurs. I don't really know how to meet people. I was the same way. My small town was small. The only thing we had was McDonald's, Subway, and fucking 7-Eleven. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's like one of those towns you pull in to get gas and you just get back on the highway. It's one of those towns. And that's where I lived. I made that shit happen. If I can make that shit happen, you can make that shit happen. You're just being lazy. Stop with the excuses. Stop with the being lazy. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Get up, make it happen, go work, okay? It's not hard. If you guys just put in at least 70%, put in 60%, put in 80%, you're gonna make money. You're gonna at least make $10,000 a month, because the bar of being successful has never been this low before. There's so many people getting rich off meme coins, so many people getting rich off drop shipping, so many people getting rich off stuff. This stuff. Why not you? That is the question I want you to write down in your notebook today. Why not me? Figure it out. Why not me? What is your screen time? Go to your screen time. How many hours are you spending on TikTok? How many hours are you spending on Instagram? Scrolling, and not being productive. If you want to get rich, not even rich, if you want to be successful in this day and age, you need to be a right? You need to be a producer and not a consumer. If you are a consumer, if you consume more than you post, that's a problem. I'm not saying do not be a consumer at all. Well, of course you have to buy groceries. You want to buy clothes, right? That's normal. You want to buy a new iPhone. That's normal. I'm saying to all you guys who consume content, you consume stuff, you buy clothes, you buy iPhones, you just spend, and you don't provide any value to the world. That is how you stay broke. That is how you stay poor. That is how you stay in the same predicament that you're in right now. If you want to get rich, if you want to be successful, if you want to make more money, if you want to level up in life, you want to get more bitches on your dick, you need to be a producer and not a consumer. I'm telling you guys, life is so much greener on the other side. Now, I still deal with problems every single day with my business, with this stuff. Every single day, it's always something, right? I'd rather have these problems than worry about, oh, I don't have enough money to even put gas in my car, right? So you need to be a producer and not a consumer. Produce. And I'm saying, post content. Instead of watching content, post a video. One video a day. Instead of buying clothes, how about you try to make some clothes? Instead of always, I don't know, whatever you just spend money on, try to reverse that and be a producer. So if you watch YouTube videos all day, make a YouTube video yourself. Hey guys, day in life. Hey guys, come to school with me. Hey guys, this and that. A lot of you guys think, oh, they don't care about my life. No, people want to see. People watch anything. If people watch people eating food, ASMR, I think they'll watch your videos too. So yeah, it's not that hard, buddy. I'm telling you guys, it's possible to build that business. It's possible to make money from the comfort of your own home, from the comfort of your own bedroom. As you can see right there, your own bedroom. It's possible. As you can see, I have my own crib at the ripe age of 19 years old. Look, as you can see, you're all the way on top of the world. Look at that. It's possible. You can do this. You can do this. I believe in you guys. I honestly believe in you guys. But I'm not saying that it's gonna come easy. I'm not saying that it's gonna come overnight. I'm not saying that things are gonna work out. But if you get up every single day, you work your ass off, you make shit happen, you don't cheat yourself, you don't lie to yourself, you're gonna get lucky. Just know you're gonna get lucky, okay? And I wanna show you guys this last thing. For everybody kind of just wondering like what I do and my business and stuff like that. Jeez Louise, guys. Stuff everywhere. But as you can see, this is my business room right here. This is all inventory in these boxes. They're all hoodies, necklaces over here. As you can see, I have my hoodies. This is where I package the orders at right here. T-shirts, necklaces, everything under the sun, business cards, custom packaging right there. More necklaces. So I'm actually the real deal. I'm not telling you guys to do something that I don't do at all myself. I'm the real deal. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to do something that I don't do myself. But with that being said, if you guys wanna go shop my brand, as you can see, I'm wearing my hoodie right here. This is gonna be my newest drop. So I'll put on screen my brand page and all that good stuff. But I believe you guys, you can make it happen with enough work, dedication, and effort. You can make it happen too. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. If you have any questions, talk to me down below. That being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.